Yo, what is that? It's a super.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to the NBA on 2K Sports. Excited, thrilled to be here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm so lucky. In this game, we'll see the Indiana Pacers against the Miami Heat. The wins have been coming pretty steadily for the Heat. In case you've been under a rock, they've continued their double-digit winning streak with no signs of slowing. A scary, tough team, and they're in full swing. And as we come up to the midway point of the season, Kenny, we're seeing some of the veterans who started slower now picking up the pace.
Well, I think early on, a lot of times, if you've been in the playoff for some veterans, the early going in the season is a little mundane. But then as you start seeing the light at the tunnel, they don't pace themselves anymore. And you want to make sure that you're in playoff position to make something special happen at the end of the year.
Excellent use of the word mundane, by the way. How about you, Shaq?
Well, Monday, experience told me when you need to go hard and when you need
Welcome, everyone, to Indianapolis, Indiana. It's the home of the Pacers, where we will be broadcasting today's action live. We're all set to bring you NBA action. I'm Kevin Harlan, and here with me today, Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Taking a look at Miami. These guys are hot, no doubt about it, continuing to put up win after win.
I guarantee you what, guys, the adrenaline is already flowing on both sides. A rivalry matchup like this means a little more to the players than just any other game.
And not just the players, Greg. How about the fans, too? I mean, they get into this thing as well. We got an electric atmosphere in here, just like it always is when these two teams square off. It should be a good one, and I'm glad to be right in the middle of it.
So here's Miami's starting group. James, he's in at point guard. Mirotic is out there with Whiteside. Then it's Winslow, and it's Dragic in at the 2. So the Heat, their last game, a win against the Wizards in Washington.
I mean, no stress in that one. The game almost looked like a shoot-around for them. Amazing at how well they shot the basketball.
And even more impressive, Greg, considering it was on the road. I mean, it's rare that you see a team get that hot away from home.
The Pacers shooting their first free throw of the night here.
And it's been an average year, really, at the free throw line for this group, only around 75%.
On defense, Indiana. 6-point game. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
And, guys, just look at the turnover stats in that game. You're not going to win giving it up as many times as they did.
Not unless you play an even tougher brand of defense on your end and force more turnovers for the other side. That's the only way you're going to get that thing squared away.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
I was able to speak with Frank Vogel for a minute. He's been chewing over the best plan of attack against this defense with all that shot blocking inside. He said the big thing is we can't play hero ball. We've got to be unselfish and trust our offense. Kevin, we'll see if they can turn the tables this time around and even the season series. Back to you.
Wonderful stuff, Doris. Thanks. What approach to use against the opposing D, I guess, in the front of their minds, it sounds like, guys.
And I think it's going to take not just one approach, but several. I mean, they are so good at making adjustments defensively. They'll have to be ready to adjust on the fly as well.
Oh, no doubt. I mean, this is a team that will give you a lot of different looks at the defensive end, so adjusting and adapting, critically important. And the offense, I mean, 3 of 4, a solid start for this game.
Pick up by Hill. Right side against George. He kicks to Hill. Can they get it? And the rejection by James. Another shot, 5 to shoot, and it's Hill. That time the assist from Monte Ellis. Hill's got his first points of the night. James against Hill. James outside. In the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
4 or 5 shots have dropped for them already. Not a bad way to get things started.
Hill kicks to Ellis. They double him with James. The dish to George. Over in the corner, Ellis. And the 3 off target. The Heat with the lead. James up top. He's guarded by Hill. The 3 ball. Rebounded by Ellis. For Indiana, they've gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Shot from 16, and that one's good.
That's what I call a captivating move there. He absolutely incinerated the D with that one.
And here's James outside. That one goes. Count it. James has got 11.
This looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
I don't know. There might be more defense in the warm-ups. Right now, these are just shooting game shots.
Screened by Jones. And the rejection by James. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James. Clock at 6. Hill against James. The 3. It's hauled in by the Heat. They went to Indiana for their last meeting with the Pacers and came out with a win.
In the last meeting of these two teams, they were really sharp defensively, disrupting the flow of their offense and causing a ton of turnovers.
Very satisfying performance, Greg, and one they'll look to repeat tonight. I mean, they ended up winning it going away.
Now here is Hill. He has 6.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
James, the pass to Mirotic. James outside from deep three-point range, and the Heat another 3.
These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the three-point shot.
And it's killing 4 of the last. Makes coming from long range.
Here's George. 11 points for him in that last game against Golden State.
But what stood out for me was his gorgeous playmaking out there. I mean, over and over, he was finding his teammates in a great position to score.
There's no getting around the simple fact that that's a shot he has to knock down.
And here's James outside. Dragic kicks to James. The three-pointer off the mark.
You know, even though he missed that one, great shooters have a way of feeling when they've got enough room to pull the trigger.
No doubt about it. The defense, you can see him exhaling right now. Fortunate that he didn't knock that one down. They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possession.
Step back and squared up.
Just the height separation on that mid-range jumper. Excellent job of taking advantage.
Takes the 3. score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
Those are starting to add up. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 of them have been three-pointers.
And clearly it's about how poorly the defense has played. They've got to close out faster.
Ellis. Here's Jones. Goes up again. Missed it, even after all those chances. And a wide open look for James. And again, Miami with the triple.
And really, these teams don't even look like they belong on the same court today.
I don't think they do, based on what we've seen, a double-digit lead, and we're still in the